As within, so without. Your higher self has brought this message about. As above, so below. Tap into your own intuition, and deeper into this message we will go. Earth, water, air, fire. Spirit, show us the energy so we may transcend higher. Okay, and welcome everyone. This is going to be your timeless psychic tarot reading. There is no coincidence. Whenever you found this reading is exactly when you were meant to. Okay, so we are going to pull tarot and oracle. But first I want to let you know what I got in the channeling and meditation. Okay, so numbers I got for this collective are 555, 222, and 1055. All right. And I heard the song Rolling in the Deep by Adele and Circle in the Sand by, I think it's Belinda, Carlisle. All right. And I saw this and I drew this. Let's see if I can show you. I can get it on here. Okay. So see this here? And when I was writing it, it was like a spiral graph kind of thing. I didn't use that, but it reminded me of that. Okay. Spirals. Okay. And Rollin in the Deep, this is letting me know that this is speaking of subconscious and psychic spaces. All right. And I got geometry, time, electrons, electricity, quantum fields, portals, loops. Okay. And then I saw a hawk, like a higher perspective of this. All right. And I saw this as, again, this here, like the center of this being like the deep, deep subconscious psychic realms, right? And then, and these loops going to this outer, right? And that's like macro, micro, right? On the big scale and on the small scale. So as above, so below, as within, so without, right? And Spirit is reminding me of a reading I did a long time ago. And what came out in that was magic is just undiscovered science, right? You know, not magic tricks, but real magic, you know, tarot, your psychism, your spiritual gifts, right? Is just undiscovered science, right? And then I was, Spirit showed me, just recently they've, through scanning the grounds of, like the Great Pyramids in Egypt, they found, other like, in specific, there was like a causeway and a shaft, right? That has like undiscovered treasure in there, right? It's hasn't been gone into, so they think, right? So, right. So let's see if I can tie this in here. Okay. So they didn't actually go dig up under there, right, to see it. They used scanners, right? They scanned, they remotely viewed it, right? Okay, so just because it's undiscovered doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This was the main question that I've got for you from Spirit, right? Just because it's undiscovered doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? And so you have undiscovered gifts. Not that they haven't come in, you already have them, right? You're already have them and using them. And when I got, okay, Spirit, so why do they need to know all of this? Okay, and I got training, platform, roots, right? Grounding your gifts, grounding yourself and your gifts, right? Which include clairvoyance, right? With the higher perspective, the clarity, clear sight, okay? Remote viewing, clear cognitive, clear knowing, right? You're just knowing of things, and clear sentience, right? Clear feeling, okay? Also, for some of you, you have a father or a father figure, grandfather, masculine in spirit helping you, okay? So yeah, undiscovered science and undiscovered treasure. But does that mean they don't exist, right? So spirit is asking you and your ancestors, right? Your spirit team, are saying, have faith in your knowing, in your gifts, in your knowing, right? Because that is one of your gifts, is the knowing, right? So I think this is for somebody who's come into a lot of their spiritual gifts. They're becoming aware of them. They're discovering them, right? And I think that you're just a very logical person who needs like proof, or you're trying to have more proof, where there's a lot of things that we know knew exist before we knew what they were, right? I mean, simple things like air, right? I mean, you breathe the air before you know what it is, that it's oxygen. You drink water before you know it's hydrogen and oxygen, right? But does that change what it is? No. Okay. All right. So enough with that. Let's get some cards. We're going to start with time travelers. Okay. All the cards we'll be using today are thoroughly shuffled. All right. What do they need to know, please? Need to know about these undiscovered gifts, treasures. Okay, yeah. Creativity. Yeah. So your gifts help you create, right? Absolutely. And this is standing out to me too. This is time travelers. So this is the Venice Renaissance, Italy. And I'm also something about another Renaissance coming. Like we're coming into another Renaissance. Cool. Okay. Oh yeah, look. Abundance. Yeah. So you have an abundance of gifts that's going to bring you more abundance, right? Abundance of creativity. Yes. And we have growth here. This came out a lot when I was shuffling too, right? So you're growing in these gifts, right? Absolutely. Move these over. Okay. One more from time travelers, please. Okay. Oh yeah. This one came out too when I was shuffling. Yep. Higher consciousness. Absolutely. All of these things like portals and loops and the quantum field, right? It's within this higher consciousness, right? That you and we are all tied in and connected to. Yeah. And again, like the circles, right? Geometry, circles in the sand, circle of life. Yeah. That we're all tied into, like this. That we're all connected, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I love this message. Okay. So coming into a new Renaissance on Earth, right? With creativity, using our spiritual gifts, an abundance of gifts, of spiritual gifts, and your manifestations, right? Growing in that into higher consciousness. Yes. Expanding. It says Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. Okay. May resonate with some of you. All right. Let's get some from angels and ancestors. Yeah. And on the bottom, we have great teacher. Yes. And learn from the spiritual experiences. Yeah. And look at this too. Can you see it? This geometric pattern here, like the divine matrix. Yeah. Tapping into that and us all being connected. Yeah. One day they'll be able to prove it with science, right? But for now, we know. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yep. Eagle spirit, see from a higher perspective. And look, it's in a circle. Absolutely. So realizing that your gifts, right? Like we were saying, we're all connected on this higher, in this higher consciousness, right? So from a higher perspective, this is benefiting all of us, right? And see the I here too, right? And I speak a lot about eye of the universe is within you, right? Yes. Yeah. And like I said, again, with the circle. Yeah. Seeing from a higher perspective how, you know, it's like when they were in this Renaissance in Italy, right? They didn't necessarily know that that was going to go down in history other than what was going on. Okay. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So this time that we're in right now will go down in history as a very abundant, expanding time of higher consciousness and seeing from a higher perspective. Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. And look, Mirror Guardian. And it says, take time to reflect. Yeah, and look, you guys, this is so cool. And it's like she's looking into the universe, right? Like I was just saying here, eye of the universe, having a higher perspective, eye of the universe, of a higher consciousness, right? Like she's looking down into this consciousness. Wow. How cool. Okay. Let's get 2 more of these. All right. And Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yes. So again, this goes back to what I was saying about grounding, right? Grounding your spiritual gifts into your body, into the earth, right? Because it can't just be in this field, right? As above, so below. We've got to ground that in, right? And how do we do that? Well, by, you know, normal grounding that you would, you know, do by walking, connecting with nature, food, your body, being present, self-aware, right? And also actively, I just heard actively using your gifts. So grounding them in, writing down when you have magical experiences, reinforcing that in your subconscious, right? So that your subconscious will remember, say, yes. And over time, this is normal. This isn't, am I sure? Am I doubting? No, this is grounding it in. Absolutely. Okay. Let's get one more of these. Yeah, and I just happened to look down and saw Sky Father, trust in the unknown. And this eagle or hawk here again. Yeah. Yeah, trust in the unknown, right? Have faith. Have faith in your gifts, in your seeing, in your higher consciousness, in your growth and expansion, creativity. Yeah, okay. Let's get one more of these. Okay. Yeah, and we have Protection Guardian, drop your shield. Yeah, you are absolutely protected. Okay, you're protected by spirit angels, guardian angels, ancestors, right? Your spirit team, by the elements, by the earth, by the moon, right? Okay, so when it says drop your shields, right? So that's this defensiveness, this doubt in your gifts or wanting this hardcore proof, right? And it'd be like, the analogy I'm getting right now is like, well, if you didn't believe in air, would you stop breathing? Okay, funny. Okay, so it's real. Have faith and trust and ground this in, right? Drop your shield of doubt. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get some tarot. And on the bottom we have strength. Yes. The courage, right? To go within and without, right? To roll in the deep with the deep within and the higher consciousness. Absolutely. Beautiful. Okay. All right. and we have 7 of Cups, right? Feeling a little wishy-washy, not sure, you know, is my intuition right? Am I picking the right thing? Am I trusting what I'm seeing in my third eye, or in my knowing, or in my feeling, my clairsentience, right? Am I doubting that and saying, I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we have 7 of Swords. Okay. So 7, 7. All right. 7s are important. 7, also message straight from Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So Spirit is saying, don't doubt. Don't doubt it. Just pick your highest excitement and go for it. That's your strategy. I'm seeing that as that's your strategy right now, right? Swords are mental, right? So don't let this mental anguish, right, make you feel like you're uncertain or unsure of your gifts, or your knowings of what you know, see, feel, hear, right? So just go with your highest excitement, right? And go with it. Go with that one, because that's the right one. The one that feels right to you is the right one, not the one you think someone else is going to like, or somebody, you know, whether that be a person in physical, or, you know, a voice in your mind. Absolutely. And we have Page of Wands. Go forth in joy. And look, the circles again, right? Yeah. Yeah. Go through these cycles, these circles, right? With joy, okay? Because you're very authentic. You're connecting in with the universe and using your gifts that are natural and are supposed to bring you joy. Yeah. So right here, if you're feeling indecisive or uncertain of your choices, follow the one that you just pick, the one that is the most highest feeling for you, okay? And go with that, right? And it's going to be joyful, right? Follow your highest excitement. See? All right. Okay. And 3 of Pentacles. Yes. Working together with others, right? Like we were saying earlier, how we're all connected. Okay. We're all connected, and we're co-creating this reality. We're working together with each other, with spirit, angels, ancestors, right? To weave together this reality, right? This joyful, abundant reality. Yeah. And weaving it into Pentacles are physical, in the physical. Remember how I was saying how it's coming right here on top of the Hermit? Grounding this in. Grounding in your spiritual gifts, right? Working with others, using them. Absolutely. All right, we're going to get one more tarot, and here we go. Yes! The Sun. This brings happiness, joy, and this is absolutely, hands down, the happiest card in the deck. The Sun. Absolutely. And the Sun is, of course, a circle, right? Yes. Okay, I love this. All right, we're going to get a final message here from Ancient Stones, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay. What do they need to know, please, Spirit? Their final message. Okay. Yeah. See the beauty, gratitude. The sacred is everywhere. Yes. Yes. Within and without, above and below. Absolutely. See the beauty. Okay, I'm going to read this out of the book. All right. I love her interpretations. I love this deck. All right. See the beauty. All right. And make sure you can see the card. Yeah, and down here, circles in the sand. Never-ending love is what we found. Yes. Okay, it says, gratitude, the sacred is everywhere. Stones are so often overlooked, the bones of this earth. They are often not truly appreciated for their infinite variety and beauty. But if you look at the stones and a little more closely and at all the other beautiful things around you, you'll find that you can be transported into a state of awe in any moment you wish. For those who have the eyes to see, this world is filled with never-ending beauty, and when we notice the beauty around us, we enter a state of appreciation and gratitude. When we enter this state, we're having an embodied experience of spirit. Wow. Yes. And we're more receptive to receiving and calling in the gifts of our life. Yes. When we notice the beauty that surrounds us, we not only see the sacred that's already here, but also activate it within ourselves and have a mystical, unitive experience within all of life. Yes, we're all connected. Yes. If we awaken our hearts and turn our gaze upwards, we'll discover that beauty is all around us. If we're willing to take time to look for it, we'll discover that the sacred is woven into all things and that the intelligent codes of life are within it too. And the soul inquiry is, how can you take a moment to notice the beauty that's all around you? What blessings can you appreciate right now in life? Yes. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so